A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel, The Twin Flame Union. The title of this channeling session or the thumbnail that you'll see is I'm not good enough and I am good enough. And this is a message for a lot of twin flamers out there. The message is that for a long time in the twin flame journey or before the twin flame journey, unknowingly, knowingly, the divine masculine as well as the divine feminine have been thinking that they are not good enough. Now, of course, when the divine masculine meets the divine feminine, initially he's very positive and he wants it to happen, and whatever differences are there, he doesn't see it, he doesn't care about it, but slowly and gradually his fears of rejection or the triggers are happen in such a way that he starts thinking that the feminine is not the right person for him and she's definitely not the one. And every time he gets into some kind of a doubt or he doesn't want to talk, he cancels a plan, or anything he does, anything mean or even close to mean, or anything where generally also something happens and he cannot live up to his plans or expectations. The divine feminine, who's also unhealed, she also starts getting into a fear mode wherein she keeps thinking that I'm not good enough, so he is going to leave me, or that this relationship will not work out due to some reason or the other. And in the past, because she has gone through neglect and some kind of abuse at the hands of NPDs, what she does is that she starts convincing him too much, or she starts chasing him a lot, she starts trying too hard, she tries to please him a lot. She would do some things that would be, though the intention is to make him happy, but he doesn't take it like that because the energy is not like that. The energy behind those actions, it's not inspired action. It is a deliberate action, and deliberately she tries to do a few things to get him to be with her, or she has a fear that he's going to leave me, he's going to betray me, he's going to be bad to me, he's going to do all the mean things to me. So she reacts in advance, or she reacts just based upon certain things he says. Maybe he says something like, you don't love me, or you're using me, or you're this. She gets triggered very, very hard because she goes like, why would he say this? He obviously wants to leave me. He's making up a reason. So the universe is saying that the basic problem is not that the other person is scared of rejection, which is the divine masculine, who also thinks that she is too good for me and she has other options, or she's just fooling around with me, she's just playing around with me, she's not a genuine lover, she just wants to have fun with me, etc., etc. And on the other hand, she's thinking similar things, but the base thought is I'm not good enough, and it's for both of them. It's not like for one person only. So the universe is sending out a message in this channeling session that both of them in their particular corners have thought initially earlier that I am not good enough for this person. But as time passes by and they both get into the inner work mode, of course, it's the divine feminine who has to do the inner work. There's no other option for her. If she wants to ascend, if she doesn't want to ascend, she's happy at whatever stage she's in. If it's fine for her, she's found some kind of comfort level and she would be like, no, it's okay with me, then she won't do ascension work. Or she doesn't have to. But if she feels that, no, this is not something acceptable, I'm not happy here, I don't want to be like this, I don't want this type of a life, then she will do the ascension work. And once she does the ascension work and she changes that affirmation or that core belief from I am not good enough to I am good enough, that's when her mirror, which is divine masculine, which is the opposite polarity mirror, he at his end will figure this thing out, and he will realize that I'm good enough for her, but I don't want to be good enough for all the others. And this is also one thing which he will feel happy about, that he will feel very happy that his karmic relationships didn't work out, or even if they happened in his life, they only took him closer to the Divine Feminine. For the Divine Feminine also it is something similar, because her pattern of karmics and false twins is different as compared to the Divine Masculine. Gradually they will both come on the same page, but they see from one person's perspective, they will first date the false twin. In most cases, it is the feminine who dates the false twin first. And once the false twin relationship is over, then she attracts the twin flame. And then with the twin flame, the runner-chaser dynamic and all the other stages will happen the same way. The only difference with the false twin is false twins, as I've said before also, it's like a never-ending loop. Like they cannot get healed. The only way you know that you've gotten healed is when you get out of the loop. Once you don't want to be with them, no matter what they say, even if they say the most beautiful things, you just don't want to listen to it. You don't have time for them. You don't want to talk to them. In fact, you'll be telling them that, don't do this, or you'll take some very strict action on them. With the masculine, the difference is that, first of all, this loop will not go on and on and on, because he will choose to go away from you on his own. The false twin will never go away. He or she, they always like to keep options. So if you're willing to be an option for them, you can continue with them for the rest of their lives, literally. But obviously, Divine Feminine is not made of that material. She will not accept certain things, and she will realize and she will understand that this person is actually quite a big psycho. So I have to stay away from this psycho, and he or she will never change no matter what you do. And even if you see them marrying someone or dating someone, you should just know that they are fulfilling some kind of a supply for them. Something that they felt that you may not fulfill. And after consuming your energies, and most people are not able to get out of their trap. They are so good in all of these things. But that's why they always have options. But Divine Feminine is the only person who can actually literally tell them to F off, and she will move on. And she'll move on like really beautifully. And that will scare them. That will scare them, and they will stay away from the Divine Feminine. They would be so scared to contact them, so scared to meet them. They might do some attention-seeking things, which they always do. But the feminines know their game, so they no longer are, any important in their periphery or in their reality. Once you decode the false twin, there's nothing much to do, because you know that this is how they're going to be for the rest of their lives. And they are definitely trapped in the cycle of life and death big time. So the masculine is the person who will seek the permanent union. So if you are with a person who seek the permanent union, or who just told you, do not contact me, do not talk to me, and he just vanished and never came back for a long time, And even in the past, he would always come back when you would have contacted him. With the false twin, it's slightly different, because the false twins always make the first move. So you would be thinking that we tell you not to contact, not to make communication. That's because the Divine Masculines always come back to you. They always do, and they will come back to you on their own. It's up to you how long you want to test them after that, because they would be ready for that type of a test, because they have understood everything. And they would want to clear all your doubts. And if in case you feel that they have not yet ascended and you have ascended, once again you should move on from that, because once you take a strong step, once you take a strong self-respect motivated action, then they will make sure that they get ascended too, because for them, coming back to you is of prime importance for this life. So now a lot of you would say that, oh, so am I supposed to wait for the rest of my life? No, because if you think you're good enough, you're not going to do that. You let universe decide whatever they want to decide for you. You let universe take all the required actions. You're not going to be the doer, and you will accept everything. And in between, Like a lot of you'll have crushes or infatuations. You'll always know that this is not the same as your twin. You'll always know that. So somewhere the twin will be there, but you're not going to be waiting for the twin. You're not going to be chasing the twin. So it's totally up to you when, if you feel you want to date somebody, because if someone attractive has entered your life, it means they are always going to come up with a lesson. If the lessons are complete, you may not want to, involve yourself. But at the same time, in some cases, the divine masculines also get into action when they see the divine feminine with somebody else, which they had not expected or which they don't wish, which they don't want to do. So as I said, everybody is in a different trajectory. You would be completely different from another person, even if your, core feeling is the same. So if you feel that you need more hand holding, or you feel that your case is different, or you need more clarity about your case, like your trajectory, what is it? Like maybe you are with a karmic and you think it's fine to be with a karmic, but you're not sure. Or you have found a positive soulmate who makes you happy, but you still think about your twin and you are very much interested in ascension. More than going back to the twin, you're more interested in ascension because you know that ascension has made you happier, more content, very much successful in life. It has given you a lot of things like, you're financially free, you're emotionally free. So a lot of people who get into the twin flame journey, later on, they are working with me also. And, even on the channel, some of them are like that. Many of them are like that, who have told me very clearly that I'd rather work on my chakras, I'd rather work on my ascension journey, I'd rather, create a better version of me. Whatever happens to the twin, that is not my concern, because that is the concern of my guides, my masters and my angels. In the meantime, I shall be mission oriented. So for personal readings and for personal sessions, for individual cases, you can go through the description box. It has all the details, and you can write to me at the sunamoon @gmail.com. You can also subscribe to Twin Flame Universe. That's another channel. And you can also subscribe to the Sunamoon Vlogs, where I would be sharing lifestyle vlogs related to the ascension journey, to the Twin Flame journey. And I would like to wrap up this particular channeling session by saying that if you have started shifting from I'm not good enough to I'm good enough, it means that the inner work is doing wonders for you. It is working for you and you must continue it. And if you still feel, that your twin has not contacted you, or why is your twin not contacting you? Who is your twin? What is this journey all about? If you have all these questions, then it means you need to focus more on the inner journey, on the inner work. So on that note, I shall I shall close it here. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.